In this video, we're going to begin to look at some more advanced basic trig rules. In particular, in this video, we're looking at the product rule, and then in subsequent videos, we'll take a look at quotient rules and derivative rules for other trig functions. But let's first look at our product rule. So the product of two differentiable functions, f and g, is itself differentiable. So we can take the derivative of a product of differentiable functions. The derivative is the first function times the derivative of the second function plus the second function times the derivative of the first. Right? So notationally, we have this. Right? So it's the derivative of this product right here. We have the first function times the derivative of the second plus the second times the derivative of the first. So let's look at a couple of examples. So here we have 3x times sine x. It is a function 3x times the function sine x. So when we take our derivative, h prime of x, we are going to take the first function, so 3x, times the derivative of the second. Remember, the derivative of sine is cosine, plus the second function, sine x, times the derivative of the first, times 3. Right? So our derivative is 3x cosine x, plus, I'm going to move this 3 in front of the sine, 3 sine of x. So that's how we take the derivative of a product. This can be really nice when we have polynomials that are being multiplied by each other. Right? So here, if we have something like this big ugly mess, right, we have this is our first piece times the second piece. Right? So when we take the derivative, it is the first piece that's going to be unchanged times the derivative of the second. Now for this second piece, we need to use our difference rule. We're actually going to have nested in here another product rule. Oh, that's great. All right, but let's take this piece by piece. So the derivative of sine. Derivative of sine is cosine x minus the derivative of 2x to the fifth cosine x. Now to take the derivative of that, we have another product rule. Right? So for this product rule, our first piece is 2x to the fifth times the derivative of cosine is negative sine x plus cosine x, the second, times the derivative of the first, which would be 10x to the fourth. Are we done? No, because in this whole large initial function, all we've done so far is the first times the derivative of the second. Now we need to take the second and multiply that by the derivative of the first and add it to all this mess here. So we have plus the second, sine x, minus 2x to the fifth cosine x, times the derivative of the first. Derivative of 4x cubed is, we'd bring the power down, so 4 times 3 is 12, and subtract 1 from the power, so 12x squared. Derivative of 17x is 17, and then the derivative of the constant 3 is 3. So we have this whole big ugly mess. I might clean it up a little bit, but really not too much cleanup. So 4x cubed minus 17x plus 3. That quantity is being multiplied by cosine x. So really here is where I'm going to deal with. So this minus sign it's getting distributed to each of these pieces in here. So we have minus the negative 2x to the fifth sine x, so plus 2x to the fifth sine x. And we also have the minus being distributed to this piece. And I tend to write the trig function after the 10x to the fourth, so it's clear that that 10x to the fourth is not part of cosine x. Plus, and then I'm going to just write verbatim everything else. Sine x minus 2x to the fifth cosine x times 12x squared minus 17. That is our derivative. Fantastic. In the next video, we're going to take a look at our quotient rule. How do we take a derivative of a quotient of two functions? We'll talk to you then.